Just when we thought we've had enough of the Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniels drama on social media, that all the drama between them had finally settled, then social media was hit again with another explosion. Regina Daniels, her siblings, and her mother, Rita Daniels, have turned the internet into a drama zone with accusation, emotional posts, and shocking revelations flying left and right. And this time, it's not just another celebrity couple having problem. This time, it's the billionaire Ned Nwoko and Regina. Because according to report and Regina's own statement online, Ned Nwoko allegedly had her brother arrested and even threatened to come for her sister next. Now the question now is, what kind of marriage gets to this point? And can Regina ever go back after something like this? Well, after following this saga closely, listening to what people are saying online, and piecing together the events leading up to this moment, I think Regina Daniels may never go back to Ned Nwoko. So last night, Regina Daniels, her brother, her mother came online, her brother's wife came online, sharing receipt and telling us, updating us on what is actually happened. According to Regina's statement and her brother's statement, Ned Nwoko had her brother Sammy, the other one, Sammy arrested, the musician, arrested last night. And in another video, Rita Daniel, Regina's mother, came on social media to confirm the report that Sammy was arrested and was already beaten to pulp, like he was violently arrested. And at this point, it got me thinking, will there be reconciliation? Is this man making room for reconciliation? Because we never thought things would get to this point, would escalate to this point. We were thinking it's something they would sort out together. But at this point, I am thinking, I don't want to use the certainty word here. I am thinking Regina may never go back to billionaire Ned Nwoko again because of the event that happened last night. So here's why I think Regina Daniels would not go back to Ned Nwoko again. Now, one of the reasons why I think Regina Daniels would not go back to Ned Nwoko is him arresting his in-laws. Now, this arrest story isn't just another rumor. It's the very thing that cracked open old wounds and revealed the darker side of power in this marriage. Because if it's true that Ned Nwoko used the police to arrest Regina's brother, then it confirms what people have been whispering for years. Do you know why this is interesting? Because for years, people have accused Ned Nwoko of allegedly using his influence in his community to intimidate people. There have been claims of land grabbing, wrongful arrest, and the use of power and connection to silence opposition. They say allegedly that if you crush him, you will use the power, like he will use the power of the law and the police against you. And this young girl, Regina, married right into that word. You see, it's hard to believe she hadn't heard those rumors. She must have. But when you're in love and the person is your husband, you don't think those same powers could ever be turned against you. But now it seems that same power she once admired has turned round and eat her family. And that changes everything, because once a woman sees her own blood, her brother, suffer for her marriage, her loyalty begins to fade. That's not love anymore. That's trauma. And this is one of the reasons why I think she may not consider going back to Ned Nwoko because of what he has done to her brother. Secondly, social media verdict. Let's be honest, social media is right in support of Regina Daniels right now, because Regina Daniels has she currently has overwhelming support now. Since the drama broke, people have flooded her comment section with words of encouragement and calling out Ned Nwoko for allegedly abusing his power. And also, I saw a video by Blessing CEO telling people not to drag Rita Daniels for allowing her daughter to marry Ned Nwoko. Like, she has the support on social media already. Many are saying, many are actually accusing Ned Nwoko, and they are not really into whatever he has to say about this whole situation. So they are calling out Ned for allegedly abusing his power. Many are saying, how dare you, Ned? Like, How do you do this to a young girl, the person you said you're married? Some even remind everyone that Ned is old enough to be a grandfather. Like, they are like, how do you even pull this off? And for those who have always believed that Regina was manipulated or taken advantage of when she married him, this scandal just gave them a reason to double down. They are now saying, we told you so. What's interesting now here is that even people who once criticized Regina for chasing money are now on her side, because what they're seeing looks like power being abused, and the internet loves a redemption story, especially when it's a woman standing up to a man who thought he was untouchable. So if Regina decides to drag Ned Nwoko publicly, she won't be alone. The crowd is already on her side, and once public sympathy shifts, there is usually no going back. So Regina Daniels may not go back to Ned Nwoko at this point, because social media is already on her support, and she's garnered support, the needed support she needs to to move out of that marriage. Thirdly, there have been cracked there, the cracks that has always been there, and honestly it's something that is so saddening, because just a few days before this drama started, Regina was still posting videos showing off a wedding ring, a ring, smiling, glowing, acting like everything was fine. That was less than a week before everything fell apart. And that's the thing about social media love. It looks perfect until suddenly it's not. So behind those smiles that Regina was giving us, matching outfits, there were cracks in the background. There was a time she posted something on social media with a background sound, this controversial background sound. And when people started dragging her, Ned came to her rescue doing this damage control of thing. So I guess the cracks were there already as at that time. The cracks were there, but then they were playing to the gallery, they were playing to the camera, and making social media people see that, oh yeah, we have a perfect marriage and everything. So you understand. So this should be a reminder that we should not idolize everything we see on social media, because what we see on social media is not always it. So at this point, she may not go back to Ned Nwoko because of this, because she has seen, she knows what she has gone through, and she knows how she was trying to pretend, and she was playing the good wife, she was playing to social media, playing the perfect having the perfect family to social media. So the cracks were there, the cracks have been visible now. So people already know what is going on with her marriage. She may decide not to go back to Ned Nwoko because of this. Another reason why I believe Regina may not go back to Ned Nwoko is me seeing this emotional disconnect being loud. The emotional disconnect between them is very, very loud. Remember the early days of their marriage when everything was still rosy? Regina was probably like, she was bubbly, playful, always glowing. She usually called Ned baby, my love, and posted about him like it was a word. But now it's Ned, just Ned. That switch in tone might seem small, but it says a lot about our emotional state right now. When a woman stops using pet names, it's usually because the emotional connection has faded. And once that fades, it's almost impossible to rekindle, especially after betrayal and public humiliation. So at this point, Pa Ned may have beaten off more than he can chew, because Regina doesn't look like the naive young wife anymore. She looks like a woman ready to fight back. And if you've noticed, every time Ned makes a move, Regina seems to come back louder, stronger, and bolder. She might just be his nemesis. Now, another reason why I believe Regina may not go back to Pa Ned is because too many reasons, like too many secrets, have been spewed. Now, let's be real, let's be honest. Once a couple's secret hits the internet, there is no going back to normal. Take that from me. So Regina's rants online were not just random emotional outbursts, they were confession, a woman's pain breaking through silence. So in one of the things she wrote on social media, she wrote, "Return to rehab. Don't even get me started on telling the world what you did with your stupid rehab talk. You said I'm a drug addict. Me. What other name can you call me? A prostitute? I will speak on that one day and tell the world of your involvement with everything." Note the word involvement in everything. The phrase involvement in everything is heavy. It sounds like Regina might be hinting that Ned had a deeper role in the same issues he's accusing her of. If that's the case, and she decides to speak, this whole situation should go from mess. It could go from messy to catastrophe. Lastly, I want to talk about the fact that the mother has gotten involved in all of this. Now, she was involved initially when she got married to Ned Nwoko. But according to the confession online by the brother last night, it was revealed that it was actually Regina Daniels that brought Ned Nwoko to Rita Daniels, her mother, of which she alleged she accepted and welcomed by Ned Nwoko. And this does not even, all this saying does not even dissuade me or does not even rule out the fact that Rita Daniels failed her mother, failed her daughter. Even if her daughter had brought him home back then, she was still very young. She could have just stood her ground and not be a party to it. Now let's go back to what we're saying. At this point, Rita Daniels has gotten involved in this situation and she is raining brimstone, curses, and everything on Ned Nwoko. She also revealed that it was Regina Daniels that sponsored his election. Like Regina Daniels gave him $50K for his election, and that he isn't the Odog where everybody is singing his praises of. Like, she said so many things, and I would like you to see the video. I would share the video in the next slide. But then, at this point, she has gotten involved in this. And when the mother steps into her daughter's marital crisis, the tone changes completely because now it's about protection. It's about fighting for what you own, fighting for your little baby. Now, Regina's family has stated the influence that Ned Nwoko with, and they're saying no more. That means even if Regina wanted to reconcile, her family might never allow it again. Once that bridge is burned, it's almost impossible to rebuild. So at this point, too many lines have been crossed. Public humiliation, family pain, emotional scars. Even if apologies are made and maybe she wants to, some people may say she may go back to him because of her children. We've seen, but now presently we've seen that single mothers are no longer staying in marriage because of their children. So I think Regina Daniels would not want to go back into that situationship called marriage. So even if apologies are made, trust doesn't grow back overnight, especially not after police involvement and public embarrassments. So Regina has seen what happens when love meets power, and she's learned that money can't buy peace of mind. The internet may call it karma, others may call it a wake-up call, but one thing is certain, this marriage will never be the same again and may never even happen again. And that's why I think Regina Daniels may never go back to Ned Nwoko. It's really sad to see things fall apart for Regina Daniels, from showing off her rings to fighting for her family's dignity. If anything, this should remind us that love, power, and fame don't always mix well. Sometimes the price for luxury is peace, and that's the price no woman should have to pay. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think Regina is truly done this time? Do you think Ned can win her back, or is this the final goodbye? Drop your opinions in the comment section, and as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. God bless you for watching. This is Tosin.